There we go. Now we back. What up, y'all? I wanted to get on here real quick. I'm about to get off, or I already got off work. Thank God. And I'm about to get some in and out. I tried to go get some ramen, sit down and shit, but it was too many people in Manhattan Village. I'm good on Silver Lake ramen right now. So I'm gonna just go get some in and out. Just trying to treat myself, and it's gonna sound a little gay, gang, but I'm trying to take myself on more dates. You feel me? It's just true though. Like, that's really, like, I guess the best way to put it. Cause right now, if I had, you know what I'm saying, a little slimmy with me, if I had a girl with me, that would be a date. So I don't, but I still want to do these things. I still want to go sit down and eat. I still want to do this shit because it feels good to do it. It feels good to do it, and it's important to take care of yourself. I want to get on here real quick though, and talk about that, you know, mental health. You know, me taking myself on dates, it's important for my mental health, and I wanted to get on here and talk about it, bro, because I mean, the main thing that just triggered me to think about it, there's a content creator named Lamar Wilson, and I don't know, he passed away and he took his own life. Like, just came out, I guess, something like that. And yeah, I just remember seeing him like a little bit with Dash back in the day as a kid, right? And he's a grown man. I don't know how old exactly he was, bro, but he's like 40 something, bro, probably, you know, at least 30 something for sure. And he took his own life, gang, and it's sad as shit, man. And like, there's another content creator named Etika. Back in the day, I used to fuck with Joy-Con Boys, stop playing. But that was my motherfucker. He was the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? I really fucked with him growing up too. I wasn't the biggest fan of him, but I was a big fan for sure, and a big supporter of his. And yeah, bro, he took his life as well. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, I can name a bunch of names: Kurt Cobain, Robin Williams. You know, shit fucked up, man. It's not cool. It's sad as fuck, and it's a crisis, gang. It's a big thing. It should be bigger than what it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's pretty big. It's, you know, pause. It's a pretty big thing. You know, people talk about suicide a lot, and you know, with media and everything, I'm sure it's bigger than it's ever been. You know, just mental health and the importance of it. But nonetheless, bro, you know, you can't talk about such a topic too much, I don't think. And that's why I just want to talk about it and let y'all know, bro, like, take care of your mental health, gang. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about men. You know, women take their lives too. I know I didn't name any females, but if I'm being honest, I really just don't know any off the top of my head like that. But bro, everybody, you know what I'm saying, like, goes through something, bro. Like, and it's fucked up because some people can't get to the other side of that shit. And some people give up and they don't want to go through what they're going through, and they kill themselves, and that shit is really, 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 really sad. It's a lot of things. You know, sad is just the simplest word I could put on it. You know, and I'll be honest, bro, I've had my own share of, like, I guess you could say it's suicidal thoughts. They've ran across my head. I never sat down and really, like, contemplated it, but I definitely felt like giving up. You know, not necessarily, like I said, not really like, oh, I'm about to go do this shit for real. I never got there, but I just have the thought, like, damn, like, what am I doing with my life? Like, this shit sucks. Like, I don't want to do this no more. I'll have a thought like that for sure. Like, just run across my head, you know, because I'm going through something or I'm thinking about something, whatever. And yeah, bro, I don't know specifically what happened to any of those people, right? Like, none of us really do. Like, we could say it was this or say it was that, but, like, you can't talk to somebody once they passed away. So you can't ask them, you know, what they were going through, you know, because it's too late. And that's the sad part about it, is, like, you can't do nothing for them no more. It's like, if somebody tells you they're going through something right now, right, and they're alive and well, you can talk to them, you can hang out with them more. Or if you know that they're going through something, you can talk to them and hang out with them more. You know what I'm saying? Communication is a big thing, you know, mental health is a big thing. And your mental health is the most important shit ever, you know. we're all in charge of ourselves, man. We're all in charge of ourselves. We're all in charge of our own health. And I tell you that, and I put it like that because everybody has their own stuff going on, bro. Like, you know, I think we're my brothers sometimes, both of my brothers. I love both of my brothers, you know, and we're close, but like, sometimes I go long periods without talking to them. And you know, I don't know what they're going through. I don't know if they're okay sometimes. And, you know, sometimes that can burden me because I'm like, man, I hope they're good because I love them and I want them to be good. So I'll try to kick it with them, or I'll try to, you know, spend time with them, not out of pity or nothing, but because I love them and I care about them. And I'm not saying that you have to do that with everybody in your life, because you can't. You can't. I mean, you probably could, don't get me wrong. It would be a full-time job, because once again, you can't just be checking up on everybody and then forgetting about yourself. Because at the end of the day, like, even if you are checking up on somebody, even if you are hanging out with them every day and stuff like that, even if this person has so much love surrounding them, if they not feeling it right here, if they're whatever they're going through is just too grasping and they can't get a hold of that shit, they're not taking the proper steps for themselves to get through the problem, they gonna fuck around and do whatever they do anyways. And that's what's sad about it, is like, you know, bro, some of those names I named are rich people. They achieved a lot in life, bro, you know, and they killed themselves. And it goes to show you that shit really don't mean nothing. And it's crazy because, like, as a young motherfucker, you think it means everything, bro. You think, like, man, I need to just get some money. I need to just motherfucking do this. I need to do that. I need to just forget about all the bullshit and lock in, just do this shit. And, you know, and don't get me wrong, you could do that, you know, but pushing your feelings to the side and shit and just acting like your mental health isn't important and it's not a real thing, man, that's gonna get your ass into some trouble, bro. I'll just put it like that. You might not, you know, take it as far as some of these people sadly did, but if you're not taking care of your mental health, gang, you're gonna affect people around you more than you might even realize it, you know. If you were still, you know, tripping about a bitch that was in your life and left, cheated on you, whatever the fuck, years ago, and you still haven't got over it, your next girlfriend is definitely gonna feel that. And you might not know it, and she might not know it. She might just think that's how you are, but you wasn't always like that, and you don't have to be like that. Whatever it is, if you're a dick or you just, you know, you get what I'm trying to say, bro. Is things affect us, they change us, and if we don't decide how we, you know, maneuver through that shit, it's gonna do it, you know, in however it wants to do it, you know, without us really knowing, you know. It's gonna alter us, and we're not gonna realize, you know, what's going on. And bro, just take care of your mental health, man. You know, it's important, you know. Whatever you're going through, whether it's a death or you know, all this shit, you got to take care of it, you know. It's hard for me to talk to everybody and tell everybody, you know, you need to do this or need to do that, because everybody's life is different. Everybody's going through different stuff, and a lot of y'all, maybe not, maybe, you know, a lot of people on this channel can, you know, relate to me when I say, you know, I believe in God. But I know there's a lot of people who, you know, maybe they think they believe in God, but they don't have the best relationship with God. Maybe they think, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, how the fuck we get here, right? So they know there's something out there, but they don't know, you know, what it is. They don't know how to talk to it. They don't know what, you know, they don't believe in that shit. And I only say that because, bro, like, I've met people, you know, I know people who don't necessarily have the close relationship with God. And man, some of those people are my closest fucking people, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking to everybody when I say this, you know. Like, I you know, I put God in everything, so it's hard for me to say not, like, you know, it's hard for me to not bring God up. But whether you believe in God, bro, whether you believe in the universe, even if you don't know what you believe in, you gotta believe in what is right in front of you for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't and you start questioning that, then you're gonna start fucking going crazy. And what I mean by that is, you might not believe in God, you might not know what you believe in or what you want to do with your life, but you know your brother loves you, or you know your mama loves you. You know how they love you? Because they show you they love you. So you know it. You feel it, gang. You know that shit. So if you feel like you got nothing to believe in, bro, like, don't ignore what's right in front of you. because there is shit to believe in. You know, there's stuff to believe in, bro. And I think that's a lot of times why people end up killing themselves, or, you know, get so dark in a place, because they don't believe in nothing no more. They give up. They're like, nothing's gonna happen, you know, fuck this shit. You know, and it's like, that's a fucked up place to be, because it's like, because so much matters, bro. Everything matters, you know what I'm saying? That's how I see it, bro. Everything matters. Like, there's always something to live for, bro. There's always something to live for, gang. Like, you do affect people, gang. You might not, you know, be putting it out on Front Street like how I do. Hold on, gang, I gotta order real quick. There's always something to believe in, and it's not always easy, you know? Like, I know I get on here and maybe, you know, there's somebody out there who's jealous of me or looks at me and they're like, man, like, yeah, it's easy for him to say or whatever. But bro, trust me, like you know, I know what I want to do in my life, and all this shit I'm preaching, I know is true. But there's times where I feel the same way as you, and I don't know why. I don't know where it comes from. Sometimes, like, I can probably trace it back to something that I'm going through, but a lot of times it just happens, right? And the same way it's hard for you, you know, where it's like, yeah, you don't know what to believe in. The thing I struggle with is I know what to believe in. I know what I love and believe in. So when, like, when I get that feeling that comes in my head, it's like, I know it's not right, but I still feel it. And that sucks. It makes you feel insane a little bit, because it's like, you know, I know this should work. I know this is good. I know I believe in it, but I'm not seeing it happen, or I'm not, you know, I'm, whatever it is, whatever I tell myself it is. So trust me, like, I gotta practice what I preach every day, bro. You know, and I'm trying my best to take care of my mental health. You know, I've been open about it. You know, I went through a breakup about 7 months ago, and yeah, I'm I'm definitely making progress and getting over it. You know, because man, you know, anybody that's been through a breakup, you know, been through a relationship, you know, it's a lifestyle, gang. It's a way of life. So when you get out of that, it's a different way of life. It's a new chapter, you know. And I've been trying to adapt to that and learn how to be alone by myself, you know, because you know, there's a lot of noise, and there's a lot of noise when you're in a relationship. And when you're out of one, it's very, very quiet sometimes, but it's very loud, if that makes sense. It's a loud silence, you know. It's so loud that I'm alone sometimes that man, I just start talking to myself, you know. And that's good though, you know. That's a good thing, you know, because I'm close to myself. I'm becoming more one with myself. But I don't know, I can't necessarily say like it's easy all the time. I can't necessarily say it's what I want to do all the time. Sometimes I do wish I had a beautiful girl that, you know, that is my wife or something that I could just talk to and fucking joke around with and get in and out with after I work, you know. Sometimes I definitely wish I had that, but God has me here right now, you know. And the only way we can really stay in today and appreciate right now, appreciate our life, gang, is staying in today and appreciating what you have right now, bro. That's why, like, you know, like, I know whenever I think about killing myself, whenever I get like those thoughts, and bro, trust me, I know the tongue is powerful, so I'm not just trying to throw it out like it doesn't matter. But this is just real honesty. Whenever I think about those thoughts, right? Whenever I think about giving up, there's something similar in every time. The biggest similarity in every time I think like that is that I'm thinking about something from the past, or I'm thinking about something from the future that I'm just thinking about something I don't have right now, and it fucks me up, you know. And I'm not sure how true that is for all these other people that sadly passed away, you know. But I could put some money on it, you know. I can bet that they went through some shit. Whether it was in the past or in the present, they lost someone, they lost something, and they were too fixated on not having it anymore that they let it drive them crazy, you know. And it's not about, you know, we all crazy, don't get me wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say. It made them kill themselves, or it made them just get to such a dark place they didn't know how to handle it anymore. And once again, gang, this is not an easy life, you know. The world is changing every day, you know. Like Man, I'm looking inside this In-N-Out right now. You can't even, there's so many people in there. Let me just, I don't think nobody's looking. And that's crazy too, right? So many people. Sorry if I got you on camera. There's so many people, right? Just around us, bro. People in this car, you know. And somebody is going through some shit, you know. And the sad truth about it is, like, one of these people around me has experienced suicide in their lives. Either they somebody around them, or they've seen people, you know, strung out, whatever, you know, become addicted because of mental health issues. Everybody around us is either going through you know, their own shit, like, you know, thinking they want to kill themselves, or, you know, on drugs or something like that, or they know somebody that's you know, undergoing those conditions. So come on, man, you know, that speaks volumes for how, that speaks volumes itself for how important mental health is for men and women, for humans. And we got to take care of it, bro. You're not always gonna get what you want, you know. You might not always get the outcome you want. Maybe you break up with the girl, maybe you break up with the guy, maybe somebody close passes away, maybe you don't get to tell somebody something before you can't talk to them anymore. But life is still here, man, you know. And everything around us, everything we go through, it's a lesson, man. It teaches us how to go forward in life, you know. It's not meant for us to stay stuck in the past. It's not meant for us to worry and overthink about the future. You know, all we have is right now. I'm a youngin', bro. I'm 20 years old, but I'm doing my best every day to prepare myself for whenever I gotta go, because I truly believe I can't control that. You know, and that's like a big thing that you can't control, you know what I'm saying? It helps me with my mental health because it enforces the importance of right now. You know, it shows me just how important right now is, you know, right now. Just me talking in this video, you know. Moral of the story, my boy, love yourself, man. Take care of yourself. Don't be afraid to spend that little dub, you know what I'm saying? Get yourself some food, take yourself out, go to a park or some shit, talk to yourself, reflect on your life, man. Process your emotions, you know what I'm saying? It's really important because they come and go, bro. You know, some people got it worse than others, but but we all a little bipolar, bro. We all got ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could do something right now and it could make you feel something like, you know what I'm saying? So you can switch pretty quick. Feelings, they come and go. They're a very fleeting thing, and you got to be able to realize that that's just what they are. You know, they're fleeting. They come and they go. You know, you got to be able to be like, it's okay. It's all good. And that helps, bro. It really does. It helps for me, you know, a lot. Because, hey, gang, like, nothing is, you know, permanent. And it makes you appreciate the good stuff more, and it helps you get through the bad shit more. You know what I'm saying? Or easier. So I love you, man. You know, obviously I'm gonna tell you my advice, what I think, you know, is what I do and what helps me. You know, I pray to God, bro. And praying to God, it helps me appreciate my life. It helps me appreciate, ooh, I keep burping. Damn Coca-Cola, boy. I talk to God often, and it helps me appreciate every little detail, every little thing, bro. You know, ice cream, my vehicle, my everything, my damn sight, my hearing, life, just being able to be here, gang. Like it's nothing to take for granted, you know. And yeah, bro. Sometimes we just don't appreciate the little shit enough, and it makes us, you know, a little fucked up. And we all go through stuff, gang, but what helps me get through it is appreciating what I do have, you know. I feel like, once again, bro, whenever those feelings came, those dark days, it's because I was thinking about something I didn't have.